Hello and welcome. My name is Diana. Thank you so much for joining me for MetCon. Today is MetCon 2.0, week 2, and today we're going to be going through exercises with a slower tempo. These exercises themselves are going to be more simple contractions. I'm so excited that you're joining me today. Let me run through our needs list first, and we'll move into our warm-up and talk more about the structure today. Our needs today are going to be our wall or a chair back that's nearby that's going to help us with our balance. In addition to that, we're going to use a set of medium weight dumbbells. For me, I'm going to use my 15s. You have the option today to use a heavier dumbbell set. And so you could use your mediums for that and keep the mediums for all the exercises with dumbbells. Or I'm going to invite you to grab something a little bit heavier, and that's going to be used for just one exercise that I'm going to show you where you might place that heavier weight in. In addition to that, we're going to use a high attachment anchor. That might be your door anchor, that might be a high railing point. And we're going to use a heavy resistance band in that high attachment anchor. Of course, just like any other day, we're going to need a clear exercise space beneath us. That might be your yoga mat. And we're going to also need our water close by so that we can hydrate when it's necessary. All right, today we're going to go through our warm-up. We're going to run through those exercises each one time. We'll move into 2 circuits today for our MetCon. Each exercise in each circuit is going to be done for 10 repetitions. Each circuit itself is going to be completed for 7 minutes. The 2 7-minute blocks put together are going to make up our 15-minute MetCon, and we'll finish up today with our cool down where we'll stretch out and bring mobility back into all of that tissue that we've worked so intensely. So MetCon, the idea here is that we're elevating our heart rate. We're getting all of our musculature in action. And I want to remind you that this should feel like a peak space of movement to be performing at, knowing that soon it's short and then we're going to be able to move away from that intensity back into our cool down and then into the rest of our day. So I want to invite you to stay in those peak levels with me, even when they're challenging, but also the reminder that that doesn't invite you to hurt yourself, right? We're not trying to create injury. We're just trying to really work up to a peak level and then be able to back right away from that when we finish up that 15-minute MetCon, okay? So today we're gonna get started with our rhomboid chest opener dynamic stretch. Go ahead and reach the arms out wide. Take one arm across the chest, open up again, switch sides, that's 1. And 2, I hope this feels really good across your upper back. 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. We'll move over to your chair back or your wall. We're going to bring our palms about shoulder height. If you're using the back of the chair, you're going to set your wrists right onto that chair back. And then we're going to walk our feet back about the length of our legs and send our hips back, making our body into an upside down L. From here, you're going to move your head and neck around, releasing any tension in the back side of the neck there. Additionally, let your chest feel heavy as you press down through your arms, feeling that stretch all the way up and down your spine and through your shoulders. Take another big breath in right here. And a big breath out. Walk your feet back in towards that wall and release. Turn sideways to your wall or your chair back. We're going to take a standing figure 4. Go ahead and cross right ankle over left knee, and then bring your hips back into a pseudo standing position to stretch out that right glute. Take a big breath in, maybe sit a little bit deeper on your exhale. Press yourself back up. Let's go ahead and reorient to the other side. Left hand on the wall, cross that left leg over, and go ahead and drop your hips back into that seat. And take a full breath in. Deepen that glute stretch on your exhale. Great work there. Let's press up tall. Next, we're going to take our torso rotations. Keep your hips oriented straight forward. Separate your feet to your squat distance. And then letting your arms be like pendulums. Rotate through the torso and the neck as you look over each shoulder. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. All right. From here, we're going to move into a hamstring forward fold with an overhead reach. Position your feet underneath your hips, so a little more narrow than your squat distance. We're going to take an overhead reach where you're going to lengthen your abdomen, and then we're going to drop it all the way down into our hamstring forward fold. Tuck your chin. Curl all the way up to stand. Reach your arms high overhead. Maybe you take a little back bend. And then drop back down into that forward fold. Tuck your chin. Again, here's 3. And reach for your toes. Here's 4. Reach it down. 5. Full bend. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Awesome. Curl all the way up to stand. Let me introduce you to our MetCon. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Our first circuit, once again, is going to be 10 repetitions each, completed for 7 minutes. Our first exercise is our slow mountain climbers. We're going to take high plank, stacking our shoulders right over our wrists, heels right over our toes, and we're going to draw one knee into the chest, step that foot back, and take the other knee in. Each knee traveling to the chest, and then step it back. We'll take 10 repetitions on each leg there. That's our slow mountain climber. Number 2, hands free. We're going to work an alternated curtsy lunge. So we'll cross behind our planted leg, and we're going to bend our back knee deeply down towards our mat. We're not touching, but we're just bending deeply. Our torso stays almost completely upright. All right, that's our curtsy. We'll take 10 to each side. I'm going to finish up with that medium dumbbell set. For me, that's my 15s. We're going to keep our hands in neutral grip, meaning our palms face each other. Our feet are squat distance apart, and we're going to work a push press where we exhale and use the acceleration of our knee extension to propel those weights overhead. Okay, so that's our first MetCon. We're going to complete that for 7 minutes, 10 repetitions each. You can go faster or slower than me. Just work it for 7 minutes. Let's go ahead and begin now. Come down to our mountain climber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come up to stand, curtsy lunge. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work, friends. Grab that medium set of dumbbells. Pop the weights up to your shoulders. Push press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release those down right back to your mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to stand and curtsy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Grab your weights. Palms face. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Mountain climbers, come on down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to stand, curtsy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great work, friends. We've got 2 minutes to go. Shoulder press, push press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release down. Great work. Mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great work. Curtsy. Cross it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 30 seconds. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's try to get in some of our push press. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're at time. Go ahead and release those down. Take a breather. Grab some water. We're going to make this a quick rest and jump right into our second circuit at 7 minutes. This first exercise, also done 10 reps, is our dumbbell deadlift. This is where you might use your heavy dumbbells instead of your medium dumbbells. Feet just hip distance apart. We're going to take our hip hinge with a slight bend in the knees, bringing the weights right down in front of the thighs and then shins. Notice how my back is flat, not rounded. All right, 10 reps there. I want you to pick. It's either your medium weights or your heavy. Number 2, sumo squats. I'm going to invite you to try out one of 2 different grips. One is taking the sumo squat with those medium dumbbells up at the shoulders. The other variation is bringing those dumbbells down, okay? Whichever variation you're doing is awesome. We want to keep our torso tall as we perform that lift. We'll set those down. We're going to finish our circuit with our band lat pull down. I'm going to have you find a seat below that anchor, that door attachment, or that railing. And we're going to go ahead and take our lat pull downs with really tall posture through that spine, chest up, driving those elbows out wide, pulling back and down. Okay, 10 of those. That is our finishing circuit for our MetCon today. We're starting off with our dumbbell deadlift. Once again, this might be your heavy dumbbells or your mediums. Find your feet to be under the hips, parallel to one another. Here we go. We're going to start in 10 seconds. All right, we're going to inhale on the descent and exhale on the lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step wide, sumo squats, low or shoulder grip with those weights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Set those down. Come over to your band attachment. Take your tall spine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to stand, back to the deadlift, feet parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sumo squat, your grip choice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lock it in. Release to your band. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and deadlifts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sumo squat, your grip, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're doing great. Set those down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come up, deadlift. Hinge and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2-minute warning. 10. 2 minutes to go. All right, sumo stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release over to your attachment. Lat pull down. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. All right, back to our deadlift. We're at our 1 minute mark. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same old stance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're perfect on time. Go ahead and release those down. That is our 7 minutes. Go ahead and take a sip of water. Catch your breath. We're going to start our cool down with our overhead side bends. Stretch out those lats. Reach up, catch your opposite wrist. Take it to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Come down into a low lunge. We're going to drop our left knee down, bring the right fingertips, toes forward. We're going to press our hips forward. Option to have your hands on your hips or on your thighs. You take your torso up and back, looking to stretch the hip flexors on that left leg. Take a breath in. Sink the hips forward a little bit more on your exhale. And then push into that right foot, switch sides. Looking for that length in the front of the right hip now. Beautiful, press back. Come to an all fours position. We'll take 5 cat-cows. Inhale through cow, drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale through cat, bring your chin towards your chest, round your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Try this position, your knees a little bit wider. Bring your big toes to touch behind you. We're going to press our hips back. We'll walk our arms out in front. Connect your forehead all the way down to your mat. 5 deep breaths here in child's pose. And you stay right there in that recovery posture as long as you'd like. I hope you had a great MetCon today. I sure did. I want to remind you if questions did come up for you to send me an email. It's diana@bridgefitnesstraining.com. I hope you go forward feeling energized and off into a great day and a great week. And I can't wait to catch up with you here next week for MetCon 2.0, week number 3. See you soon. Bye-bye.